Hello everyone, this is the Collective Soul Tarot. My name is Kay. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in with me. It's amazing to be with you here today. I'm going to be doing another alphabet reading. I just did the T name, so whatever we're going to do from here, we've already done these ones here. So I do these alphabet readings to help you distill down information, to bring it down even more narrower than what you get in a collective reading. And then we're watching your 4 zodiac sign readings, and then now the one of 26 tiles of an initial of your first, middle, last name or nickname that you most resonate with. Whatever initial I pull today, that will be for those people that they resonate with, that first initial of one of those names. Okay, it might be you, but if not, if you resonate with some other initial, I've done plenty of them. I've only got 7 here left to do. 7, yeah. So there is 19 that I've done already. You can check out the playlist of alphabet readings, the name readings. And so we're going to help you distill down a little bit more so that it's more specific to you, because after all, you're sharing this information with 26 or 25 other, the people that are in your initial too. But let's just say all the other 25 initials of the alphabet being 26, it divides it down, if that makes sense, better, more specific. So I hope that makes sense. But I'm doing this so just to help you that it's as close to a private reading as you can get, I think, but don't ever replace it for a private reading, because after all, that private reading is only and specifically for you. So without further ado, please like and subscribe if you like what you hear and see today in this reading, and provide a comment about what you think about the alphabet readings, what you heard today and saw, and that would be great. Share as well. Everything, the more the better, right? So I'm just going to take a brief moment to ask Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit to guide and assist me in pulling the tile of the letter of the people who are going to be coming to this reading most need to hear. Look, K. Okay, that's interesting. K is the one. Very good. So, and I wanted to tell you I wasn't looking. I just reached in and pulled the first one. Usually I mess them around a bit, but I'd already shaken them. So K is the one that we're going to be doing a reading for. So if your name is Kendra, Kenny, Kathy, whatever, or you got a nickname as Killer, if someone calls you Killer, or if you're most known by Killer, then this is your reading. All right, that's a nickname. Okay, so we're going to be doing the Celtic cross spread. Archangel Michael, this is September, Saturday, actually, September 23rd, 2023. I'm doing this on this weekend because there's 26 letter, and I usually only work 20 days out of the month, so I'm trying to catch up. I only have 5 more work days to go before the end of the month. Okay, let's go. I already had pre-shuffled these. Cut. I love this deck. It's a Ciro Marchetti deck. I'm not sure what it's called, but current situation with the overall energies of that. The sun, I love to see that. The sun is happiness, overall happiness, growth, expansion, just light. It's the light. There's no darkness. There's just this feeling of just feeling content and just invigorated and vitality, but also it's enlightenment. It's actually the divine enlightening, revealing some truths to you by shining a light on things. Okay, crossing it is the Queen of Wands. All right, well, I would have to say there's a Queen of Wands on your mind that you may have K names had made as the other woman at one point in your life, and the divine is revealing to you who it is that you truly love, that your heart is for, bringing that to the surface for you, and or truly revealing to you why you put her in the Queen of Wands, like in the other woman role in your life. You know, they want you to see that clearly, if this is what that reading's all about. K names. Okay, distant past. 8 of Swords, being really stuck in your head. Very extremely distressed. But this is your own imprisoning, your own thoughts, right? Thoughts are just keeping you stuck, not doing a thing, not wanting to know anything, not wanting to see anything. You can get up off your knees, and your feet aren't bound, your hands are very loosely bound. See, you've imprisoned yourself. The swords are your thoughts that go around you, around in your head, that you can easily get up off your knees and walk through and put an end to that, put it in the past. But you know, you hadn't. This is a distant past, current past, recent past. The High Priestess, okay. Receiving some enlightenment. Not so much just all knowing, but actually revealing what it is you know. You know, if only to yourself, at least through this divine intervention, you may be seeing and be having these aha moments more than you ever had before. Okay, that explains it. You know, all right, I see why I did that. Okay, I know why I did that, and I know why I didn't want to face that, right? You know, that kind of thing. What's in your thoughts? Page of Wands. You have excitement about having a passionate new beginning, and going down a new path, right? You have news of a passionate new start. That's what you're thinking about. Because, you know, if you've been getting enlightenment, you know, divine hits of wisdom, and you're developing your intuition, going deep into your subconscious to find out what it is that makes you tick and why you did what you did and how you can fix things with the divine, then you definitely have some really very exciting news. Okay, to share with somebody is what I'm saying. 3 of Wands is your bridging energy, so you want to turn your back on the past, your past ways, you know, here, these ways that you had been, and you're looking towards that shift to see what's on it that will help you move forward in your life, or if it just means you need to get on that ship. But the divine is up here, you know, consulting with you all along the way and guiding you. All right, that's wonderful. So your fears is the Page of Swords. Okay. Well, there's somebody you've been keeping an eye on, and you haven't been saying a thing to them, and you're afraid to. Look at you. Look at those eyeballs. But birds are messengers, right? This is a message. You're afraid that you're going to be delivered up a difficult message of truth from whoever it is that you're moving towards. Okay? The Queen of Wands, right? So who's in your environment? The Hierophant. Ooh. Huh. Somebody who is ascended into a, wow, K name, somebody who has ascended into very authoritative, spiritually enlightened authority, someone who actually, wow, this one is really highly ascended, spiritually highly ascended, and it may even be teaching others about it. Okay, this person is very connected, intuitive, and knows the way of God, and they may be sharing it with others, or they're just like that. They know who they are, just put it that way. Person in your environment knows who they are. That they exude light from them because they're so connected, that they've grown in their personhood, they've grown in their divinity, they are balanced, and they are healed from whatever. They are truly high vibe connected. That's why all this light shines out. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay. Could also mean that they're in a traditional relationship like marriage, but we'll see. Okay, could be both. Okay, let's see. Okay, names, what are you hoping for? Four of Pentacles. You're hoping to lay down the ways of your world that you have come to grow to love in not such a healthy way. You're wanting to let go of your focus, your priorities, making the world and money and your like worldly material possessions, accumulation of that and finances, wealth and money as a priority in your life, not really considering the God within you, the heart within you, way that you've been. And you are wanting to lay that all down, let go of it. But at the same time, this is saying how you're hanging on to and attached to somebody. And you haven't been able to get them out of your mind, to let them go. And that would be this one in your environment. Now, the one that's in the environment is not necessarily one that's in your house, in your neighborhood, your town, your state or country, nearby country. They could be somewhere else, far, far away, that it would be difficult to be able to connect with them at the physical level. So then they're in your energetic level, which is your aura. So whenever you think of them, they're in your energy and vice versa. So you're always connected as long as you still are thinking about them and you have feelings for them. You keep yourself connected to them, and vice versa if that's what they're doing. All right, it's just like, calling on God or calling on like an archangel. I call on Archangel Michael, helps me with my reading. So whenever I think of or call on Archangel Michael, even if I call on my dad who's passed, I know right away, bam, they're right there with me. And I get proof of it with Archangel Michael because I get the intuition and the understanding and the interpretations of the energies that come from these cards. So it's very real. And that's why in the environment, it could be just she's in your energy, in your aura. All right. So the energy you're sitting in, the Seven of Pentacles, you're looking back at the past and you're seeing what you've sown, grown, and can harvest, can pick, right? That you have learned a lot of lessons, and you're having to persistently move forward, knowing that it, whatever you do will come across your harvest as some kind of fruit. Some kind of fruit will be bared by the lessons that you learn from the trials and tribulations you've had, hardships, right? But you're ready to pick that harvest, which is quite fruitful. Not quite as fruitful as the Ten of Pentacles, but it's close. But you can go even better and get the Ten of Pentacles, which is a long-term commitment with a great deal of wealth and long legacy and lump sums of money. So you're working on it. You're working on yourself, right? That's what this is saying. You're working on yourself. You're going to keep working. You're persistent because you have a goal you want to reach, and you're persistently moving towards it. Great. So let's talk about these two energies. Clarification is the Six of Swords. Yeah. You haven't been able to let her go out of your mind, and you're persistently working you have a plan, right? You have a strategy already that you may even be already putting in the works, like you're progressing forward on your plan. And this is you moving from rough waters to calmer waters. So from, negative type of emotions, sad, depression, whatever, to calmer waters of peace, serenity, and love, and, unconditional love, and so forth, so on, with somebody who's in your environment that you think about all the time, who is the Empress. So you're moving away from just being that limited way of thinking, prioritizing the material world over your heart, your God-centered, love-centered heart, right? So you're now bringing that into your life because you see your your Hierophant here, one in your environment, as the Empress, who is the highest and most revered energy in the deck, in the tarot deck. You can't get any better than this. This is all 4 queens characteristics, you know, and aptitudes and whatever they stand for together in this one. And she births new worlds because she is a master manifester. She has great ideas that she births, and the world always benefits from it. Okay, this one here, 4 of Wands. Okay, yeah. And the 4 of Swords, 4-4. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, 4-4. So 4 of Swords is like angel involvement, the angelic world. But it could be that okay, there's a couple of different interpretations, and it could actually resonate with you, K names. All of it could resonate with you when it comes to the person who's in your environment. So, but it might not. All these interpretations that I'm going to say might not. But you pick and choose what you think is right. K names. Okay, 4 of Wands could mean that she's married. Okay, that she's in a committed relationship, because the Hierophant can also mean that too. And she's trying to heal, because she's trying to figure out, it may not be the happiest and most fulfilling arrangement that she has with her person in that institute. Okay, so she may be needing to rest and figure out how she's going to heal from staying in this relationship, you know, agreeing to just stay in this, you know, because it's not fulfilling, right? So she's going to need a lot of rest to be able to do that, because that takes courage, but it also shows it's a sign of weakness, right? Because you're not taking action on what it is that you really want if you're not feeling fulfilled. So, and in other words, it could be that she saw you as someone that she could celebrate a connection with, and or on top of it, she sees you as a twin flame, that the two of you are on a twin flame journey. That's the 11-11. That's what this card is, the 11-11, the 4 posts here. So she sees that you're on a twin flame journey with her, and that it was something that went bad when you first came together, and she's still mending from that, or yeah, she's trying to be as, through her divinity, her connection to God, she's trying to lay it all down, all the pain that was caused from it down, so that she can get up finally and grab that sword and move on with strength and integrity, courage and truthfulness, clarity and transparency, right? She wants to be able to do that. Like, she wants to also leave this, and she knows it's going to cause her a lot of heartache, because there's the 3 of Swords, which is in the 3 of Swords card, it's the broken heart, right? And so if she leaves this, she knows it's going to break her heart, and she's got to heal from it. Like, there's just so many interpretations that these 3 cards can say, and I'm not sure if I remembered the last one here. There was another interpretation. Maybe it'll ring true for me when I go through clarification, but it may not be important. It might not come up at all, because it may not have been one that was worth saying. So here we got the back of the deck is the Chariot. That's quickly and swiftly moving forward with a great deal of passion, to the point where there could be obsession and wanting to reconnect, because you're feeling dissatisfied and maybe feeling rejected, because you know she would reject you because you rejected her in the past. 4 cups from the divine. She was at one time divinely inspired to give you her cup of love, and you looked at it and you said, hey, I got lots here, I don't need it, thanks. No thanks, right? And that's rejection. So you may be feeling rejected right now. You may even be rejecting yourself. You're just not in the, remember, you're still growing here. You're just not quite in out of the woods, let's just say, of being in toxic energy, because you must have been highly toxic at one time, and you're still trying to move away from that toxicity, because you do not, and I'm saying this to you right now with love, K-Nings, you do not want to move hastily towards her with this kind of obsessive energy, because that's not healthy. To try and reconnect with her and forge a new foundation that's just going to end up crumbling again, and you'll be rejected and she'll feel rejected. Okay, so this is something you've got to put behind you. Sorry, I need a drink. Yeah, it's something, that energy, you've got to get rid of it. You've got to heal it. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, for our K-Nings, please clarify the Queen of Wands and the Sun energy, please, in the center of the spread. Thank you so much. Oh, let's see what we've got here. Five of Wands, yeah, conflict. Queen of Swords, okay, yeah, look at this. The Queen of Swords is the one you're with, the one you've been committed to. Yep. And Ace of Cups, yeah. You were in love with this one in the beginning, Queen of Swords, but she turned nasty and she caused a lot of conflict in your life. She wanted to cut you up in a million pieces, is what I always say. When she's upside down in reverse, she's ready to just cut you down to size, no matter who you're around, who you're with, or if you're in privacy with her. She's going to say something that is belittling, and she's going to be annoying, and she's going to be probably derogatory, screaming obscenities at you, running from the scene, not wanting to have communication with you, although she's in the upright, she's like a very good communicator, but fair, but in the reverse, she is not. And so there's a lot of inner conflict and outer conflict with this person here. You're the one that you're committed to. She has been very nasty to you, hurting you in all sorts of ways. Yeah, she has. And all you want is love. All you want is love. You want this divinely inspired cup of love, a new path in love. And that's what you're realizing now, because you're being able to see what this was like for you. This life with her was like for you because of the divine intervention with the light revealing things for you, revealing her ways, your ways, and what you did in the past to the one that you put in as the other woman, that you have come to realize through enlightenment that you are actually in love with this one, not that one. And you want to mend that relationship. You want to bring balance. You want to heal yourself and heal the relationship, the connection, because you're not in a relationship. Okay, hope that makes sense. Let's talk about Eight of Swords energy. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, thank you so much. Please, Eight of Swords energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, there's that Tower. The Lovers. And the Six of Wands with the Five of Swords. Yep, self-sabotaging, coming out on top no matter who you have to trump to get what you want. You were in, the Tower came down, left you in your Eight of Heads, Eight of Swords, Eight of Heads probably too, because you were wearing a mask when you actually connected with your Queen of Wands, who you've come to realize is your lover. The one, see, this is in the other deck too, the same idea. You see how this woman has got like the modern day version of a bikini with a, what do you call it, the thing around you? Yeah, and he's got this antiquity armor on, which is like, let's say maybe Troy soldier, or yeah, a Babylonian kind of armor. I'm not sure, but it just means that the two of you are past life soulmates, and you recognize each other in each lifetime. So he is, this just represents that you've been in a lot of different past lives with this one. Okay, you recognize that, you did, but you were wearing a mask, and so the Tower had to come down. This is distant past. Something happened Maybe you were got divorced, or your wife found out about it. Who knows how many times you've been married, okay? And that left you up in your head for a good long time. It's distant past. So it looks like you were married before as well as now, because the Tower came down and this had to end. You know, your clandestine relationship with the other woman, the Queen of Wands, right, who you've come to see as your lover. You had to make a choice between her and the one you were with. So not necessarily married, but in a long-term commitment with somebody else at that time. And you were in your pride and ego, wearing a mask, coming across to your Queen of Wands as being single when you weren't, and you lied to her about that. Tower came down. Your wife or your long-term partner at the time found out about, you know, your affairs, and she ended it with you. She ended it with you, and that left you feeling like this for a good long time, for at least a while. Yeah, all right. Because of your sneaky self-sabotaging ways, the Tower came in and said, you know, your wife or your long-term partner didn't deserve that, so therefore, bam, came down your foundation, and she ended up walking away from you. And that was justice. It was justice, because you were just so busy about the wand, K-names. Okay, I'm so sad. I'm so sorry, I should say. But, you know, karma, right? You get what you deserve when justice has to come in. You get what you deserve. All right, K-names, what is the High Priestess card energy about? Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, please, thank you. King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords with the King of Wands. Well, perfect. Okay. That meant here that you had started to see the light about what it was you're doing. You were being connected with the divine. You found out, you see the error of your ways. You have put things into action with the King of Wands here, to cut yourself away from something that was not for your highest good. And you started making plans to pursue something else that you're going to methodically and strategically, but with great commitment and perseverance to pursue, right? And you're going to make your mark, because the Knight of Pentacles being the slowest energy, not just the slowest knight, but the slowest energy in the deck, you're going to meet your goal, because you're doing it for all the right reasons, okay, in the right way. So you've put an end to that way of life, the way you were behaving back then, your marriage to, or whatever that commitment was to the first one. But you have also, like, you let that go, right? And you had also now are putting an end to through legal actions, which is the King of Swords conveys not only an upright, truthful, non-emotional type of communicator. This is the lawyer and the legal system, okay? And it means that you'd be getting divorced here. Divorced from this one, the Queen of Swords. So you're matching her at her level, right? But not in the mean way. You're doing it to leave that behind, that part of your life behind. But you're not wanting to do it mean. I mean, you care for this one. You care for this one a lot. As you do, you love this one. But you know, you see that she doesn't need more pain. She needs healing more than she needs pain, because she's in reverse, right? So she's got some demons on her, kind of thing, you know, attached to her, that she needs love and understanding and compassion. Although you're not in that kind of energy, because perhaps if you tried to be that way with her, she would just somehow try to keep herself in your life, and you know that, so that she would just cling on to you even more. So you had to take action to make sure that you can end And this relationship or marriage would be a marriage, and to what, so that you can wipe the slate clean. So when you move towards your Hierophant here, the Empress, you can do it very slowly so that you do not scare the dickens out of her, with her thinking maybe you're just coming back in for a second kill, you know. But you're also doing it because not only you're putting an end to being a husband that makes you available as a husband to her, but you're also yoked at the same energy resonance. You're growing up. You're rising to the same energies. This is what you want. So you'd be perfectly matched. You've seen that you've been enlightened as to the path that you should be taking now, because you've been taking these other paths that did not include the divine, your heart, your deep emotions. You're now taking that seriously. Okay, Page of Wands. What can we know about Page of Wands for arcanings? Yeah, you are taking that divinely lit path now. That includes your heart, your deep emotions, deep, sincere, devoted emotions. This huge cup of love that the divine is bringing into your life. 9 of Cups. Got 2. Temperance and the Fool with the Hermit. Oh, this is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. The great news is that you've been able to find, get to know yourself, how you've been ticking and how you want to tick, and how you know that you need to put an end to certain things before you come towards the one you truly love, right? The one you see as your divine connected soulmate, divinely connected past lives soulmate, right? And possibly a twin flame. So you're excited about that because you look at your Empress as everything that a man could wish for. Celebrating her. Very much so. But if it wasn't in the celebration, it would be reversed, which would be overindulgent, but that doesn't fit with these other energies, right? So you've been coasting along, and you are coasting. You want to take action, but you've been healing while you've been coasting. That's the yin and that's the yang. You want to be able to bring your energies, the Emperor and the Empress, yin and yang energies together, so that it's balanced, because everything in the world has to be balanced, otherwise it does not function properly. And if you were to think about that, you could see the truth in that. And so you're trying to bring some balanced energy. The way where you think and the way you're feeling are in balance. Your heart and mind are in cahoots with each other. They're listening and informing each other. Listening to and informing each other. And this makes you very jolly and happy that you are thinking about and putting plans into action to take a leap of faith towards your Hierophant Empress love interest. You're so excited. You want to do this, right? And it's because you've spent necessary time in isolation, trying to figure out who you are, where you want to go, and where you've been. The snake is a snake and is always a snake, and that was probably this Queen of Swords who was the snake that the divine has shown you that she's been more in the I need to bite you and make you sick, and then when you're down, I'm going to take you over. Okay, kind of energy, sneaky and deceptive too. So you've been seeing that, and you see that the path here is going up into the mountains for further elevation, further growth. You're going to be growing some more yet. You still need to grow here, right? So that you can meet up with her with that energy. You have the highest degree of success to be able to, for her to say, yes, I would like very much to keep talking to you and engaging in you, maybe even further down the road in other ways, with becoming more matched with her energy, coming to her correct. As they say, the saying, if you don't come correct, don't come at all. But you got a much better chance if you at least become a King of Pentacles move into the King of Pentacles energy, which I don't see here yet. Okay, let's talk about the Three of Wands. This is your plan. You're turning your back on the past. You're going to be divorcing and ending that commitment with the Queen of Swords that's in reverse. You spent time in Hermit land with the divine enlightening you, awakening you to what, where, why, and when, and how come, right? And how to move forward. When and in what way. Magician, you're putting together a plan. You're manifesting a return back to your Hierophant here. Nine of Wands, who you've been feeling extremely wounded for having hurt someone you dearly, dearly, dearly love and have developed such sincere, nostalgic type of feelings for. You're remembering what it was like when you were engaging with your Queen of Wands, who's your Empress. You know who you truly love. You've been wounded by the battles of past relationships, hurts and pains, broken hearts and whatnot. And you at this point in time, you're single. Okay, or that you're at least going to tell her you're single, and you're moving towards her with a big cup of love right there as the King of Cups now. Okay, King of Cups. Yep, you're manifesting this. You're manifesting you becoming single. You have a plan, right, that you're putting into action. This plan might be the action that you're taking, you're progressing in, is the fact that you've gone to a lawyer to draw up the papers, the divorce papers, right? And other ways, maybe you've applied for a passport if you need one, that kind of stuff, right? Or you applied for another job in another location that might be closer to your Hierophant. So yeah, this is all really great, but this is your past person, Six of Cups, that you dearly remember and are very fond of, and you truly, truly love them. That's your true love. And you have been broken, not having her in your life and having experienced what you did, but through all that breaking you down so you're more humble, has caused you to grow, because you opened up your heart to allow the divine to come in. Your heart was calling for help, and the divine always answers that kind of call, for sure. So your heart was broken, you want to be single, and you're going to come to her as the King of Cups. Okay, great. So Hierophant, what do we know about the Hierophant? I mean, you feel left out in the cold too from her life, right? That's not necessary. I think we've said enough. Hierophant, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what can we know about the Hierophant energy, please? Thank you. Please and thank you. Two of Swords. Five of Cups. Ooh. Okay. And the World with the Knight of Cups. Whew. It looks like that your Hierophant Empress, she's been needing to heal from what she thought was a twin flame journey, right? Because she also acknowledges, if she's this highly connected, she acknowledges the twin flame journey is not necessarily going to end up being realized in this lifetime. It might take another lifetime or two before the two of you actually come back together as one, because it's twin flame is one soul that's divided into two different bodies, two people. And that's why your heart, you're never feeling fulfilled in your life. It doesn't matter how many people you try to stick in that hole, it's never right, because unless it's the one that you're meant to be with, your twin, then you're always going to be seeking for it and not ever finding it until you wake up one day and realize that it was her all along, or him all along, okay? But so she's been, sitting on the fence herself, not making any decisions, because she's been still healing from the disappointment and not having that with you in your life, with you in her life. And so she's, you know, she's repressing her emotions, she's holding back, but at the same time missing you dearly, crying over spilt milk, right? Missing you dearly, and so wants to put an end to this, you know, this really just long and tedious, sad cycle. Yes, she is divinely inclined. She is divinely inclined as a Hierophant. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But it doesn't mean that she's feeling absolutely fulfilled in her life, her physical life, because there's two parts. There's the divine and then there's the physical. She's got everything she needs in the divinity side of her. She's truly connected and she could teach others. But she's missing out on that one true love, which would be this. And she must be feeling, K names, that you are her twin flame. That she can't let you go either. That she thinks about you all the time too. That's my interpretation of it. So, well, let's see. Let's see what can be done. I mean, she wants to receive a cup of sincere, devoted love, and she wants to give it too. Okay, yep. And there was the Knight of Wands, which is like wanting to kickstart an adventurous, fun, and happy life with that one, whoever that is. K names, if it's you, right? You would be the one. But you have to show up. You can't. She can't be with you unless you show up. And I don't know if you're already talking to her or not, but that's kind of what the Queen, what this card over here had indicated. Oh no, you're just been in fantasy land over here. I'm sorry. My bad. Nope. You were just in fantasy land as the High Priestess, just fantasizing about all this, about being with her. That's the recent past, and knowing what it is, getting intuitive hits about what you need to do, which is ending your current commitment. But you have growth to do with the Seven of Pentacles. You're still in nostalgia instead of action. You want to be the King of Cups and move towards her, but you haven't gotten yourself there. You haven't manifested that, taken that action. Okay, let's see what we got to say. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Okay, the Moon. You're not ready. You are absolutely not ready. This is why you're still growing to do. You still be coming towards her with immature, like youthful spirit, but immature. And or you have a child in the mix that you are trying to figure out how to do this in order for it, in order for your new life to include your child in it, just as it was if you were still in your marriage with the person you have the child with. You're very confused. You're sitting in confusion. You've got too many things up in the air. You know, too many balls in the air kind of thing. You got too much going on. You're very, very busy. You're confused, and you got a lot of things to do. And you're working on your finances, because you know that if when you divorce, that it's going to take a good chunk of your assets, right? So you're concerned about that, but also you're feeling left out in the cold. So you still kind of have that frustration or hurt or something, like you're blaming her. This one, you're blaming her for you being left out in the cold. So yeah, there's still some toxicity in your way of thinking and behaving. You are not where you need to be in order for you to be with an Empress, this Hierophant. You are still in somewhat of a wanting to move towards her impulsively and hastily, because you have this obsession about her, but you know, you can't move towards her. She's going to reject you. An Empress has to reject this, because this is not part of her makeup. She won't recognize you as somebody that she thought you were at one time, or at least she sees you as being that. She thinks of you like this, right? Maybe had experienced that with you when the two of you were actually connecting. But if you come forward to her now, this is what's going to show. She's going to see this, because she's also all four queens, right? And she's the Queen of Swords, which is somebody, in the upright. She can see right through you. She'll be able to see right through any deception. Yeah, and see, you're even concerned about it yourself. You're concerned that you're going to be showing up in this Five of Swords energy, and you're going to be delivered a difficult message of truth by her that she can't have anything to do with somebody who's in this energy. She will reject you. She will. Okay, names? I'm sorry, but that's what I see in the cards. You're still kind of like, you're in option land and fantasy land, that you're just you're thinking about all these things, but there's so many things up in the air, and you still got your child and your immaturity to overcome yet, to not overcome your child, but what to do with your child, your priority, right? So that's what I know. You're still going to be showing up as being mysterious, because you're not ready to deliver the full truth and the full breadth of your emotions to her, because you haven't healed yet. And justice just will not have it. Justice will not have it, and you'll have another Tower moment right here. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I'm sorry, but if you like, please subscribe and like. Thank you so much. And take care of you. We'll check in with UK names next month. Bye for now.